Imagine this. You're on a flight from Europe to Asia, cruising at 35,000 feet. You glance out the window and see nothing but endless mountains below. But wait, why are you flying around this massive area instead of over it? Welcome to the mystery of why planes avoid Tibet, one of the most fascinating and least understood regions on Earth. Tibet, often called the roof of the world, is a place of stunning beauty and extreme conditions. But for pilots and airlines, it's also a no-fly zone. If you pull up a live air traffic map, you'll see a glaring blank spot over this region. So, what's the deal? Why do planes go out of their way to avoid Tibet? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about altitude. The Tibetan Plateau isn't just high, it's ridiculously high. With an average elevation of 4,500 meters, 14,800 feet, it's the highest and largest plateau on the planet. To put that into perspective, if you were standing on the plateau, you'd already be higher than most mountains in the Alps. For planes, this creates a unique challenge. While they typically cruise at 30,000 to 40,000 feet, flying over Tibet means they're much closer to the ground and the mountains than usual. Now, let's talk turbulence. The Tibetan Plateau isn't just high, it's also home to some of the most unpredictable weather on Earth. Fast-moving winds collide with the mountains, creating wave-like patterns that can toss a plane around like a toy. For passengers, that means a bumpy ride. For pilots, it's a constant battle to keep the plane stable. And if something goes wrong? Well, that brings us to the next problem. Imagine this scenario. Your plane suddenly loses cabin pressure. Oxygen masks drop, and the pilots begin an emergency descent to 10,000 feet, where the air is breathable. But here's the catch. Over Tibet, the ground is already at 14,000 feet. That means there's no safe altitude to descend to. If something goes wrong over Tibet, your options are extremely limited, and that's not a risk airlines are willing to take. Then there's the issue of remoteness. The Tibetan Plateau is one of the most sparsely populated regions on Earth. With so few people living there, there's little demand for flights and even fewer places to land in an emergency. The handful of airports in the region, like Lhasa and Chengdu, are hundreds of kilometers apart. If a plane runs into trouble, help is a long, long way away, and let's not forget the cold. At cruising altitude, temperatures can drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius or lower. While modern planes are built to handle these conditions, flying over Tibet adds another layer of risk. The extreme cold can cause jet fuel to thicken or even freeze, especially on longer flights. And when you're miles above some of the most rugged terrain on Earth, that's not a risk you want to take. So why don't planes fly over Tibet? It's not because of some ancient curse or mysterious force. It's simply a matter of safety. The combination of high altitude, unpredictable weather, remoteness, and extreme conditions makes it one of the most dangerous places to fly in the world. And in an industry where safety is the top priority, it's just not worth the risk. Tibet remains one of the last truly wild places on Earth, a land of breathtaking beauty and untamed nature. And while planes may avoid its skies, it's a reminder that even in our modern connected world, there are still places that demand respect and caution. So, the next time you're on a flight that takes the long way around, just remember, sometimes the safest path isn't the shortest one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating content, and let us know in the comments. What other mysteries of the world should we explore next? See you in the next video.